Hello, how's everybody doing today? Welcome. Today is Wednesday, and that means we are going live talking about what are we talking about today? We're talking about your website, the ultimate brochure. See, it says it right here. Oh, gotta hide my mess from y'all. So my name is Michelle Lynn, and I'm here in my office today because we are snowed in Dallas, Texas today. So if I look tired, I am. Being home with a 4-year-old, 4.5-year-old, and trying to get work done doesn't seem to be going hand in hand so well. So for any of y'all moms who've experienced this before, help a mom out. Any sort of suggestions that you guys got? The iPad, we've got juice, we've got like all the things. Anyway, just keeps things interesting, right? Keeping it real here. So who am I? I'm Michelle Lynn, and I own ML Interiors Group, which is a successful interior design studio in Dallas, Texas. And because I have such an amazing, badass team, and we have created systems and processes and business practices that allow me to stay away from running the day-to-day operations, I can come here with y'all and go live and give you insight and information about running an interior design business. So if you're here live, I would love it just for some adult interaction, please. I'd love it if you would drop in comment, where are you watching from? And what's your name? Okay, so if you haven't given StreamYard access to your profile, I can't see your name, but you can drop it in the comments. And we're going to talk a little bit about your website here in just a moment as it relates to being your ultimate brochure. And then also, I want to let you guys know that on February the 13th, we are beginning our workshop. It's rolling in the dough to qualify, quote, and close high-end clients while you're baking your profits into the project. It's completely free. We've got I don't have a copy of it. We have a fantastic workbook. We have concierges that will walk you through. If you have questions, make sure you get them answered and so forth. So make sure you sign up for that. Hello, Hallie. It's good to see you. Good to see you. Hallie will drop the link into the comments here so that you guys can sign up here. But also, if you're in the Interior Designers Business Launchpad, the Facebook group, if you're watching that through here today, I feel like a flight attendant. If you're watching that here today live, or if you are on YouTube, we should have some advertisements running in the groups. So I don't think YouTube has them in the group, but hey, if you're over YouTube, come on over to the Interior Designers Business Launchpad on Facebook. Okay, so just a reminder, we have that badass workshop coming up. It is February the 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, and 17th. So we're for sure meeting for 5 days. And then I have some little bonus content on the 7th and 9th days. But yeah, this goes on for a while. And also, if you're interested, because what I do is we go through and we teach some amazing content. It's literally the process that I use to qualify, quote, and close high-end clients. Okay. And then on Thursday of that week, I tell you guys about my paid program. Okay, so you get some badass training. If you want to stick around and learn about what you can pay for, great. If you don't, then you just come back the next day, collect the free stuff, and move on. Okay, no obligation. But we have a lot of fun. So pencil it in. Today, we're going to be talking about your website. Your website is your ultimate brochure. And what I hear most of the time when individuals are starting their interior design business, a lot of it is that you don't have a lot of images. And y'all, I totally get that. We have to start somewhere. Let me just start by saying, do not use stock photos. Okay, just not. It gives off the wrong impression. It's not, what am I saying? It is not accurate. It is not representational of your work. Now, you can use stock photos if they're little vignettes and you have a caption that goes with it. But do not pass anything off as your own work or something you could do, okay? Just because you could do it doesn't mean that you have done it and you're misrepresenting yourself. So just don't do that. What do you do instead? Well, I just mentioned you can use vignettes, okay? So you can use stock photo vignettes, but even easier than trying to go out and find stock photos that don't have the watermark on it or that you have to pay for, is go around and take photos in your own home. Okay. I've got a little vignette set up over here. You can't really see it. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it. Okay. So like this here, like take a photo of that with your iPhone, put it on portfolio. Take a picture of plants that you have in your house. Take pictures of pillows. Okay. So you can grab these 2 pillows that are up here. Those 2. Hard to do it backwards. Grab these, put them on your couch and take some photos. Okay. They do not have to be like so photo that you don't have anything. It's better to have something than nothing. Plus, you can use these for social media. Okay. So your vignettes, is it ideal? No, but you're getting closer. And keep in mind that everybody starts somewhere. So if you are looking at measuring, say, my ML Interiors group, and we've been around since 2008, really since 2010, kind of 2013. Long story there. That's a whole different story. But if you are looking at comparing yourself with somebody who's been in business for a while compared to what you have, don't. Okay. Comparison is the thief of joy, and it's just not accurate. Okay. It's like to take a toddler who's learning how to walk and comparing them to a high school track athlete. Okay. It's not fair, not right. It's not accurate. So you can also, Hallie, I don't know if we have the link from Linda Holt. If you guys are familiar, Linda Holt has some really badass training for how to take photos with your smartphones. Okay, she was on one of my podcasts, and why not do something yourself for as long as you possibly can before you start paying for it? Okay, your website is your ultimate brochure. So you've got photos, and oftentimes that is what we focus on. And of course, because we are in a very aesthetic, we don't have the link yet. Okay. We are in a very aesthetic industry. Okay. So that is important. But also on your website, you need to list out who you are. Okay. And put your face on there. People want to know who they're going to be doing business with. Put your face on there. I get it. I'm not real. I go live every week and we do these workshops and I get up and I do public speaking and all the things. I'm still not the biggest fan of putting my picture, putting my mug on other things. Okay. But it is what it is. You're in business. Step up. Don't play small. Get a professional headshot. Okay. They're not expensive. You can get them done relatively quickly. If you have time, you can do some branding photos as well. But if not, just get a headshot. Okay. Put your face on your website. People want to know who they're doing business with. You are not a logo. What we do is incredibly personal. So it's imperative that you are personal on your website. Give it a little personality, y'all. Nobody wants to read so-and-so did this and she went to school there and she graduated that and then she blah, 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 blah. Put some personality into it, okay? If your brand is somewhat playful, you can be playful. If your brand is somewhat colorful, make it colorful, okay? Just make it something that people would want to read. And if it is just, she graduated from this and did that and blah, 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 then break it up into bullet points, okay? Or small chunks where people can read it. You want them to know who you are. You don't want them to be bored and click on to the next person. Because yes, even if your pictures are pretty, they want to know about you. They want to know about your team. Okay. So be yourself. I know we've talked about this many times. Be yourself. Okay. You want to put your services on your website. What do you offer? Full service interior design, modified concierge interior design, e-design, home staging, color, what do you call them? Color consults, like whatever. Put all of that on there so people understand what you do. We probably know a little bit about what we do, but it's hard to describe to others. So make sure you spell it out for them. I'm personally not an advocate of putting your prices on your brochure, i.e. your website. I want them to call and let me talk to them and explain to them what some of the prices are relative to. Okay. And you might have a different opinion. Mine's not the only opinion. Okay. Do what feels right for you. Let me tell you what, I don't put prices on mine because they don't understand them. Okay. Now, if you go through and you've got a drive-through and it is a Big Mac with double burgers, double cheese, pickles, lettuce, onions on a sesame seed bun. Okay, that's all spelled out and you understand what you're getting, okay? I don't even know if it's hamburger, but you know what you're getting. When you're explaining cohesive interior design with, blah, 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 all these fluffy words, people don't understand how much work goes into it. So if you're telling them that prices begin at or prices range from, I don't want to scare them away. They still might not be my ideal client, but I want them to call me and me explain to them, because even if they don't hire me, it's going to make it easier for the next interior designer that they potentially call. Okay, let me tell you what goes into this. Let me tell you why you can't get this done in 2 months. Let me tell you why, and I don't even know what your project entails. So I can't even basically give you a ballpark figure. Okay, I can wing it. We can do that at this point, but I don't want them to also take a look. Prices begin at, or what my minimum design fee is, because if they understood, I could potentially lose a fantastic client. Okay, that's why I don't do it on mine. I don't recommend that you do it on yours. But it's your website. Do what you want. Also, it's very important. These are just some key things, and I'm not a website expert. I just know enough to be dangerous. Some key things that you need to do is you need to make sure that there's a contact us available in a variety of different places. Like up at the top, if they're just scrolling by, put your phone number there. Put a button that says contact us and have it get to you via email or whatever the case may be. Have it after your services. Want to know more? Give us a call. Okay. So from that standpoint, I've been in business long enough. I've learned what works and what doesn't. You need to be able to let them find you in a variety of different ways. And then finally, and I know we talked about the portfolio, that's usually the biggest pushback, and how to get you. Linda Holt is fantastic. Let me just plug her right now. Linda Holt teaches all sorts of ways to use your iPhone. She is an interior designer and she uses her iPhone for her portfolio. I think 90% of it. We have a podcast. You can find her on Design for the Creative Mind. Linda Holt, I'm not sure what number she is. Hallie might just be in the background as a ninja trying to pull that up right now. But if not, go over to Design for the Creative Mind. Okay, let's see right here. Design for the Creative Mind. I can't find it. Designforthecreativemind.com podcast. You can find Linda Holt from there. And there she goes. Hallie is just a ninja. That thing. Okay, so what else do you need to have on your website? You need to have a blog. Yep, a blog. I know, I thought the same thing at first too. The blog, here's the reason why. You don't need to be a blogger. You need to be an interior designer and a blogger. Oh yeah, I'm glad you, Linda. Awesome. You need to be an interior designer and a blogger. Okay, you need to be an interior designer who blogs. Okay, do not compare your blogs to professional bloggers who love interior design. Completely different market. Okay, completely different. The reason why you need a blog is for a couple of reasons. One, actually 3 reasons that I can think of just right off the top of my head. I didn't script this today, so I think I've got it all covered. One is because it keeps your website, it shows Google that you're alive. If you just put a website up and you don't come back and update it, maybe every 6 months or years, what happens is I'll share what site do you recommend to blog on? Hold that thought. What happens is if your website does not get any new content, Google thinks you're dead. Okay, Google thinks you're dead because you just have a website up there and you might be, hustling and bustling over and doing all sorts of fun and update portfolios. And why you don't? Because you're so busy and you get all sorts of referrals. But if not, then what you want to do is you want to show Google that your website is still alive. Plus, as Hallie mentioned, it's really great for your search engine optimization. Okay, because somebody might be searching, how do you mix metals? Okay, or how do you mix lighting hardware? How do you mix metals with lighting hardware? Okay, if you have a blog that has that, how you mix how you mix metals, then you're going to come up in their searches and they're going to find you. Now, here's the deal. They might be searching from Timbuktu, and you're here in Dallas, Texas. They're not going to be your client. But what that does is it continues to move your ranking on the searches, up and up and up. So it brings you up on Google. Your goal is to get to the first page. Dallas Interior Designer, bing, there's ML Interiors Group. Okay, because my blog is performing well. Plus, if you want to get really complicated, your blog should be going to Pinterest so they can find you there too. Completely different one. Hallie, we might want to do something there for a training in the future. Okay, so that's one. Another one is that you're going to set yourself up as an authority. So when somebody does look up Dallas Interior Designer, boom, there's ML Interiors Group, and they find my blog, oh, she knows what the heck she's doing. And this is kind of interesting to read. I can kind of hear her sassy personality in the words. I think I'm going to give her a call. Okay, so really, I don't know. I don't blog to impress people. I blog to get information out there. And sometimes done is better than perfect, okay? I don't know if more people than my mom read my blog, but at the end of the day, just get it done, okay? And SEO was the other one. So a blog is definitely important. So those are the basics of your ultimate brochure, okay? You need to have your portfolio. Don't get hung up on the perfectionism of your portfolio. You need to have your services listed. They need to know who you are as a person, and if you have a team, they need to know who they are too. Okay, we're talking about faces, not just spaces. You need to have a contact us and a blog. Those are the key things, okay? So you asked what platform do we recommend a blog on? Whatever your website is on, like whatever platform, should have a blog page available. So for example, I just was using GoDaddy because I'm creating Studio Works, which is going to be a co-working space here in Dallas. If you're here in Dallas and you're an interior designer, stay in touch with me because I have some badass offices that I'm getting ready to lease out or do a membership on. But my point is that I created studioworks.com. If you guys want to check that out, it's not completely done, but studioworks.com have a blog page that you drop in to all of the other areas and the section. Okay. So whatever service you're on, if you're on Wix, if you're on WordPress, if you're on, I don't know, GoDaddy or whatever else, they should have a blog, because what you want is you don't to go off the website on maybe what was it called? Blogspot, something back in the day for when people were just bloggers. You want that blog to be on your website so that it continues to build your website up on the Google pages for search engines. So you don't have to do WordPress, your website. Okay, so, and I can't see your name right here, honey, but if you're on Squarespace, log into your Squarespace, the back office, and if you did your own website, you can probably find it. If somebody else built it for you, tell them that you want to pull a blog page on. I'd bet 99 bucks that Squarespace has that option for you. So yeah, and then I'm going to gratuitous plug in the Interior Design Business Bakery. That's my paid program. One of our master coaches talks about social media and content strategy. So she's really good about talking about, some blog contents. We also have a flip page where you can, where I've got a bunch of blog ideas just listed out. So if you're like, I don't know what I want to do, I'm going to do that. Oh, okay. So, you land on a topic and you can write about it. So there's a lot of content that you can find. And that's a whole different training that we can't get done in 15 minutes. But thank you guys for being here. I might just hide in my office while my kid and my husband are on the couch. Oh my gosh, y'all. We're iced in here in Dallas. The schools are closed. The roads are a mess. It's just funny. So I really appreciate you guys being here. I miss working full time. So if you guys have any questions, please don't hesitate to drop them here in the comments. If you're here watching it in a replay, please drop that in the comments to let us know that you're watching in a replay. And again, for those of you who joined us a little bit after the top of the hour, Rolling in the Dough is a free 5-day workshop that I'm offering on February 13th. It's how to qualify, quote, and close high-end clients while you're baking the profits into the project. It's exactly what my team and I do. Been in business, been using this for the past, I perfected it probably about 6 years ago, and it's just a game changer. So join us while I teach you that. Learn a little bit about the paid program. If you're interested, it's all about timing. So thanks for being here today. Hallie, did I forget anything? We got a quarter inch of snow this morning. The kids were extremely disappointed to have to go to school. Yeah, so Facebook user, quarter inch of snow. Where do you get the blog ideas I mentioned? So the blog ideas that I mentioned, I've just years and years of writing blogs. You guys are welcome to go to ML Interiors Group. We're rebranding our website. We'll be rolling that out next week. But you can take a look at some of the blog topics. Do not plagiarize them. Okay, you're welcome to be inspired by them, but do not plagiarize them. But you can use that just as some inspiration. Go to other interior designers' websites and see what they're writing on. Do not copy. You are perfect the way you are, and your content is going to be of who you are. You don't want to go and take it from another interior designer who put that work into it, but you can use it as inspiration and see what feels right for you and your business. We're all in a different place in our business. Honor your journey. And I will see you guys on Wednesday. No, yes, next Wednesday I'll be back, and then Monday we'll be doing the workshop. So see you soon.